How's it going, Kittanning? We got a community garden day. We got all the kids out here working again. There's some other ones back at the church planting some seeds for the greenhouse. Show you that in just a minute. But for now, we got Lily and Aubrey. They're prepping this 50-foot bed using the broad fork and the rake, making sure we get all the weeds out and get it ready to go. We got a bunch of other kids over here taste testing some spinach and kale. They were testing the onions earlier as well. And then we got a bit of a problem, so the other ones are trying to solve this for us. So our water has some kind of a leak in it, and we were losing like 10,000 gallons of water every month. And it was costing us like $150. So they're trying to dig down to where it meets the ground. Our hope is that it's just a connection at the bottom where the main pipe meets up with our spigot, but that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is really bad. We're just not even going to talk about that right now. We're just going to assume that's the best case scenario and move on from there. All right, had some good progress here. We got 2 beds broad forked. We got the first one prepped. Probably going to add a little more compost to it. The second one is broad forked and weeded mostly, but not quite prepped yet. And then we got the hole. Let's see. I think these guys almost found the bottom. It's pretty deep. They're probably 2.5 feet down. So that's that part of the project. Go show you the seeds now. Craig's got a little kale coming back to life from last fall. And then look at all the seeds. These guys did some new ones here for the kale. And then we got a couple little ones of cabbage. And then you can see all the other stuff that we've planted. Some of them are getting pretty leggy. Craig's a little concerned about it. So we'll see how it works out. But like, look at the onions, for example. You know, we have several trays of these, and just about every single one of them came up. And, you know, these are going to fill up a couple of rows in the garden. Exciting to see it all come together, especially with how frustrating last year was with acquisition of the property and all that fun stuff. So I've got a lot of seeds growing. There'll be a lot of food on the way. It's the last official day of homeschool co-op. Everyone's gathering up all their stuff. They made this really cool village. I'm going to have to check out this book. It's all based off of this book. They made like a working water wheel and everything. Look how cool this is. Can someone turn that on for me?
Okay.
Look at that. Amazing. Cookies too? Love that crew. Just a wonderful group of people. Homeschool co-op. If you're interested in homeschooling, these are the people you want to connect with. I think I like them too because it's like, I don't know, it just like feels like my tribe. It's like countercultural Christian homestead crazy people. Which who knows, you know, with everything going on in the world, and you know, you never know when COVID 2.0 is going to come, and you never know when World War III is going to start. You might want to know some of those crazy people. You know, it might be good for all of you to get connected to some of us. Look at the new apartments coming along as well. Got all the doors in over there, and now they're putting all the exterior brick on. It's looking really cool. So, progress happening. Keep pressing forward, and we're learning things, and I don't know, I feel like, I know that it's a pivotal year. We've talked about that before, and we're already kind of seeing that come into fruition. But I do feel like I'm kind of cultivating a different mentality, or maybe God's cultivating a mentality in me, and it has to do with like this whole kind of prepping, and but there's a real feeling behind it. So I don't know, maybe we'll talk about that for a minute. So here's what I'm feeling. And I have a prepping mentality. You know, that's the whole reason that my wife and I moved to the country 5 years ago, was like we wanted to have a garden. We wanted to kind of live that lifestyle. I raise my own chickens. I grow a lot of my own food. I like pride myself on eating as much stuff from our property as I can. And so I think it's wisdom to like know how to do that kind of stuff just in case it ever comes around. Plus you get to be healthier in the meantime. So that's pretty cool too. And I'm a big proponent of having all of your staples in good stock in your house, so that if you can't get flour tomorrow, you have some flour. If you can't get rice and sugar, like to have like basic foods at home in bulk, like to me, that's just wisdom. But with the state of the world right now, we're coming out of this whole time period of COVID. We're looking at what's happening in the Ukraine, and we're like, is World War III starting? What if China attacks Taiwan? Like, you have all of these scenarios happening right now where the world feels like it's like this tinderbox just waiting to explode. That creates a lot of fear in people. And I think that's what I'm more scared of people being scared than I am of anything else happening. Not for myself, but for I fear for people. I think what really happened is when I watched the whole reaction to COVID, it seemed like this great opportunity for people to kind of come together and be there for each other. And there was a little bit of that, but we turned so quickly as a society to backbiting and fighting with each other. And I just think in order for us to be truly prepping for the future, it can't just be every person holing up in their basement hoping that they have enough, because newsflash, you'll never have enough to be truly secure. The only way that we're secure is if we have our relationship with God right, and the only way that we can be secure as a community is if we all are cultivating a mentality that we're going to be there for each other. And so I think that's what God is working out in my own life, personally, that I just want to have contentment and not have fear. So if I have to eat dandelion salads and eggs from my chickens for the next year, am I good with that? And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm good with that. And then I look at what we're doing in the community garden and I think, man, this could be right on time. I mean, even if we don't need it because of anything crazy happening in the world, it's still going to be a huge blessing to the community. But if the worst happens, it'll be really cool that we have this thing in the community where hopefully we can build all of these relationships. Everyone can come together for this common goal, and we can feed a lot of people and make sure that we have healthy vegetables to share with our neighbors. Wouldn't that be really awesome? And I'm hoping the garden's going to be something like that either way, that we're all going to be able to come together. People are going to learn how to live more sustainable, healthy lifestyles, that it's going to be this blessing. Hopefully our local restaurants will participate in it, and we'll be able to give away a lot of food too. I'm really excited about it, but I'm most excited about can we get people to be more content and to build proper relationships with each other? And maybe, just maybe, people spending more time outside in the beauty of creation, that will be able to cultivate people's relationship with God too. And so it's a scary time in the world, but I don't feel any of that in my own heart right now, because I'm too excited about all of the good stuff happening. I'm too thankful for all of the blessings that I have in life, for all of you guys, for this amazing city that we get to call home. And so that's where my head's at. Hopefully that makes sense to you. You got a 4-minute sermon here at the end of the video, but if you're not subscribed, now would be a great time to do that. Get connected with what we're doing here in the community garden. We have some ice cream challenge updates coming, the commercial property survey, summer serve is just around the corner. It's just so many good things. There's going to be amazing updates on the way, and I'm just thankful to be on this amazing journey with all of you. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. See you in the next one. Yeah, I was just getting ready to go home. I forgot I have a package. I got one more thing from Steel City. I got one and my wife got one. Goes right along with building community here. Who's the best community builder in Pittsburgh history? Who do you think it is? I think it's Mr. Rogers. How awesome is that? They had these super soft sweatshirts. I got the other one in that video passed, and then I saw this was on sale. I had a bunch of points from there, so got my neighboring shirt now.